What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Now as many of you guys know, I started playing Geoguessr seriously back in 2020. And it was the start of 2021 when I started going on the Reddit and kind of engaging more with the community, and that's when I started my channel as well. Now at this point, I started playing in a league called the No Moving Masters League. And basically, JHK and Blinky have dug up some of the really old links from back when I played in this league, and I'm going to be trying to beat my scores and the scores of everyone else from over 3 years ago. Actually, from this league, I have the entire leaderboard right here. So we're going to be playing the preseason seeds, which determine what rank you'd be in. There was championship, second division, third division. You can see I landed just at the top of the third division with 162,000 total points. Now we managed to retrieve all the seeds apart from these two. So at the end of the video, I'll total up all my scores, or my editor will, and we'll see if I managed to beat everyone. I really think I should be able to, but Radu C was on top here by a good margin, 213,000 points, which is pretty crazy. Basically, he scored a 50,000 points on top of what I scored, which is, yeah, we'll have to see if we can beat it. Also, a lot of these seeds are played on AI generated world, which is my favorite map to this day. It's been around for a long time, and you can see Lenley, who was actually my first ever Geoguessr friend, who I met through this league. He was my first opponent in Division 3 in week 1, and we started chatting. And since then, I've stayed with him at his house, and you know, we're great mates. And this is a funny comment, which you can pause and read if you wish. But let's go here. I'm playing on the Tiger account, so we'll be able to check my original scores as well. This should be a lot of fun. Here we go. I'll try and play quickly as well. I don't want to dwell on rounds too long. Here we go. 2 minutes per round. And we have the first round here in Mexico, I would say. Or is it actually Chile? Let's see here. We have Tal and Paposo here on AI generated world. This should indeed be Chile. And I guess this is just a matter of finding those ones. So where do I think this is? There's Paposo, there's Tal. Okay, that was a pretty quick find. The ocean is to our west, of course. And we are on a road that just heads up into the mountains. This should be very, very 5Kable indeed. So which direction? They're both the same way there, and they're both kind of to our south. So I guess we would be, you know, if there's Paposo, then I guess we would be like on the next one up here. So maybe like this. How does the road bend? That could definitely make sense here, actually. That looks a lot right to me. And then to our north, we kind of just see some stuff. So yeah, I think this could actually really be the 5K. Am I confident about that is the question. So we have that off-road there. Actually not so confident anymore. So let's check out Paposo then. And we could be right here actually. That seems more likely. So then it would bend around like that. That would look correct. And then we have the two off-roads. So yeah, this one is actually the best one, I think. It turns into the number one. Yeah, we should actually just be right there. That is indeed correct. We got the 5,000 pointer. And let's head through to the next round. I doubt I 5K'd that back in the day. Okay, next one here, we're in Kampala. Let's just send it in here. We don't want to spend too long on those freebie rounds. So this could be a very good score if we keep it up like this. Next one here is Peru. Obviously, when this happened, Peru did not have Gen 4. So this is a completely different round to how it looked back then. But let's see if I can remember. I mean, there's no chance. But let's see if I can get close, rather. So where do we want to guess here? We have mountains all sides. Actually, Generation 4 Peru is harder than Generation 3. But I was thinking more north. It could just... I think I would probably actually just go here, all in all. Yeah, I think I'll just go there. That makes more sense. Oh, and it was north. Damn it. Should have just gone, but it's okay. And next one here, we're going to be in the UK. We have red brick architecture. This looks like Scotland to me. I'm gonna go for Scotland here. This definitely just like screams, you know, typical Scotland around here. It was all the way north there. And finally here, we have, in Italy. I think this might be is it? Wait, no, we have these poles, so this should be actually Spain. It's very flat. There's not much going on. The pole top looked Italian, but no, like with the divided sections, should be Spain. And I guess a little bit further north here, it does feel kind of green. It's very flat. But with some slight hills. I think I kind of like this area here, maybe. Though, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it would be better to just go Madrid. I will still go here. This is my vibe. And it was actually further northeast there. So, we did not come at the top of the seed here. 22K. It was all depending on how well we went on Ireland there. And actually, Radu C was, and actually there you have it. Radu C is above me on the first seed. But let's see where we originally scored on this one, how many points we got. We got 32nd. I feel like I may have nailed the Peru. Yes, I remember. Me and RC both nailed it. I actually remembered that round, which is crazy. I screenshotted it. I actually have the screenshot on my computer. Let me find that. Yeah, here we go. This is my like really old screenshot of my best guesses. And there we go. I was second. I almost guessed there. You can see I had a different name and everything. I almost guessed there again, just because I slightly remembered the round. But I'm glad I didn't, because realistically, I probably would have gone here with the information I had. So yeah, obviously it's a different round though. In Generation 3, I think I would have got it. So you can't really compare it that evenly. But there you go. That's a really interesting one. We're still like ahead of most of the pack here. And lots of old names here, even CGs here, J-Wall, Wolf Tracker, pretty cool. But okay, that was not a bad first seed. Add that to the tally. Now we go for Europe. Europe map. Let's see how we can do. I actually do slightly remember some of the rounds, I feel. And this one, I think, is just Murmansk. Yeah, how has it been 3 years? I never revisited these at all, and I still somehow remember these, like, where these were. Again, Russia Generation 4 did not even exist when this came out, so it's kind of crazy, or when I played this seed. But yeah, this should be Murmansk area, all the way north, I believe, and we do have a turnoff here. It's very hilly. It kind of feels like it's quite close to Norway for that reason, I feel, maybe. What's the direction of the road here? Let's also get that. So there we are. We're kind of going a bit northeasterly here. Maybe like this kind of stuff here. I could definitely see that. What about all the way on the border? This could be all the way on the border to me, actually. And the angle... It's not the best. It's not the best. It probably fits better to just go somewhere over here. What about this? This looks pretty good. I'm going to go for that. And okay, it was all the way on the border. Radu C and Shimmy both get the 5K, but look at the leaderboard here. It's all out of order. That's like the Challenge League is so old that it's somehow getting things out of order. That's really interesting. Okay, let's head through to the next round then. We have what here? A bit of San Marino, I'd assume. Yeah, this is San Marino. I doubt I would have got this at the time. But yeah, I would really think this is San Marino. Generation 2, it's going to be either San Marino or Italy nearby. And yeah, these guardrail endings are not the Italian style, so... Or maybe they are. They are. Okay. But it's hilly. The thing is, in San Marino, you almost always see bollards, but we don't. Oh, there's a bollard. Okay, I'm feeling confident then. And it was San Marino. 3 of us get it. Just Magyaron, an OG. Simi, another OG. And everyone else is relatively close, so we should be first at this point, I imagine. Oh, no, we're behind Shimmy, actually, or Simi. Next one here is Belgium or France? France, okay, this kind of thing. Okay, we got O2 area code, which is this part of France here. Montrond is maybe the place, but I've not heard of that. Not gonna look for it either. I'm just gonna look at the landscape instead. We have a lot of, like... I mean, the buildings do feel slightly Germanic, but... I wouldn't go Germany border. We don't have any brick either. We have a little bit of brick, but yeah, no like red brick or anything, which would be like all the way up close to like Belgium. But maybe this is more like towards Luxembourg or something like that. You know, if it was a more sweaty video, I would try and find Montrond, but I'm just gonna go here, I believe. That should be a fine enough guess. And okay, well, actually, wow, it's the middle of France there, O2. That was on the sign, so I don't really know why that was there. I think, like, O2 should be ending by there, but maybe that's, like, right on the border of where it can be. Simi goes for the same guess. We've made the same guesses every game so far. Next one here is the UK. It's feeling a little like northern housing estates to me. I'm trying to look at the vegetation and everything, try and get an idea. It can also just be fairly southern as well, so I'm going to hedge it a bit here and go Doncaster, and it was nearby there, so that's a good result. And the final one here is going to be in France, and we have a yellow plate, but that's just bait. They're the old French plates. This is quite hilly. It feels like the Alps to me. I don't think it's Pyrenees architecture. I could be wrong about that. Maybe that house feels a bit Spanish, but it also feels a bit Italian, so no, I'm thinking we're just closer to Italy here. And I don't think it's Corsica, I think it's a bit too flat, so I would just go there. So we have an AC suffix as well, which is more common in the south of France, as I recall. So yeah, I'm just gonna go like around here, I think that's most likely. And okay, it was nearby there. Actually, yeah, that is where you see the AC endings, but it was just surprisingly hilly inside a national park. So there we go. We're 4th on the seed there, which is not a bad result, 20,000 points. Radu is ahead of us again. I mean, this guy's crazy. I think we can pull ahead of him. I think I know enough new metas that we should pull ahead. But yeah, that was a nice one by Radu. Here we go. So we're on to week number 2 here. And I guess after the first 2 seeds, we should be right near the top. This one looks like it might be somewhere in Estonia to me. Do we have a bit of green blur there? Maybe not. Pole tops, they look like they're going to be Baltic somewhere. Could also be theoretically maybe Finland as well. But no, I think it is Baltic. And the question is, where do we go? I think it's Estonian overall. I'm not too sure about that though, so I'm just going to go for it here. We'll see. And it was actually Latvian. Everyone kind of around the place there, but oh, we have Dog Kurt playing in this as well. Crazy, an OG player for sure. Next one here is Indonesia. Now, I feel like Indonesia was not a country that people knew too much about back then, so we have to still get a good guess though. Ooh, Is this Bangka? Oh yeah, I think it's Bangka. 2 metas here to get Bangka and Belitung, which are these 2 islands here in Indonesia. Number 1, there's a lot of like sandiness mixed in with red sand. So you get red sand mixed in with white sand. I think it's actually ash from like fires that they had or something. Then also these roofs are very typical where you have a non-tiled roof with tiles on the kind of ridges of the roof. Yeah, so this is very, very typical. I would say I'm like 90% confident that we're there, and if not, it'll be in South Sumatra or Lampung. Let's go in Bangka here. And wow, it was Bangka, and yeah, we're the only one getting that, so we should be pulling ahead here without a doubt. Next one here, we got unofficial coverage in Finland, I would assume. This is, oh, and it's actually in Frap 360, so I don't know, it could be elsewhere. It looks like Finland though. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is Finland actually. The road's slightly red, but maybe on official coverage it just looks a bit different. I would still say this is Finland. And if it's not, well then, so help me. But yeah, we'll just guess here. This should be right. Yeah, it is. Nice. Okay, everyone getting that. I think we're well ahead of the competition on this one. And now we're in Tunisia. We have the follow car. We have the southern follow car. Okay. It feels very like lush for like the southern follow car though, so I think it's a bit further north here. But maybe not. I could be mistaken there. We do have some slight elevation as well. I don't know. This is probably just in this section to my mind, just like over here somewhere. I'm going to go in El Gem, not really sure. And it was nearby there, very nice indeed. Okay, we are on it. We're on terrific pace here. We're almost on 24k, and we have Brazil. So Brazil's still a country you can fail at massively. This feels more northern to me. We have lots of like tall palms. That's kind of typical of northeastern Brazil, but you know, it can be found elsewhere as well. Yeah, so to me, this kind of vegetation kind of feels like the stuff on the coast from like Sergipe to Ceará. And I'm trying to work out which I like the best out of all those options. Maybe Ceará is actually the best here. What kind of car do we have? We have no Google car. Typical AI generated world. Gets rid of the Google car a lot. So which part of the coast do we want to go on here? That is the question. I would say that from my experience of such rounds, we will go Ceará here. We'll go Eastern Ceará though. And it feels like we might have the ocean right there. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. If I had to say, oh, maybe that's the ocean there though. East. I mean, it wouldn't be west. We wouldn't have any west ocean, so maybe that's the east ocean though. It kind of looks like it's probably too speculative to actually try and pick the direction of the ocean here. I'm gonna go Ceará. And okay, it was actually not too far away. Yeah, similar guesses from a lot of us here. I would have probably gone like Sergipe Alagoas anyway, so yeah, it's not too bad there. 22,000. We're actually second place there. I don't know who this person was. We can actually check it out quickly. 1 game played. As if that's the only game this person ever played. This person was cheating, obviously. So yeah, we actually came first there. Interesting one. I mean, this is very cool to see Dog Kurt as well. You know, a legendary player. Only had 6,000 games played. Oh, wow, a lot of Battle Royale. That's classic, man. I mean, never played since the update to ranks. So there you go. That proves that there's some real OGs. He was a strong player, and on this seed, basically made the same guess as me every time except missed the banker, so that's pretty cool. Next one here is North America. I'm kind of thinking that RC might beat us on this one, but we are in Mexico first, so maybe we have a chance to claw back some points here. This feels like it's going to be somewhere in the Central Valley to me. Do we have a phone number? That could be helpful here. I don't know my phone numbers properly, but I know that 555 is Mexico City or 55 or whatever. That appears not to be that. Okay, that's good to know. White brick. We have white brick. Do we have red brick? Because red brick is more common west. There is some red brick here, I think. No, I don't really know where this is. I think I would just kind of hedge it. Yeah, Mexico City. I'm gonna do that. It was Oaxaca. Wow, RC. Okay, this is gonna be a bloodbath, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if I can beat RC even now. This is Dominican Republic. We have a fairly sizable hill. Oh no, that's a roof. Okay. Then I would go. Oh, that's a fairly sizable hill to our northwest. I think that should put us in De los Caballeros rather than in Santo Domingo. Yeah, we're looking at this mountain here. And there we go. Nice. Everyone gets it though, I assume. Next one here, we got a fairly red road. And we are in Canada. And look at the license plate. We have no front plate. And it's very prairies feeling. So I would assume this is Saskatchewan. And I don't get a vibe of how far north or south this is. So I'm just going to click the middle of Sask. Like, this should be a good guess, yeah. And it was. And everyone goes fairly similar area there. Next one here. Maybe this time we are in the US again, like rumble strips in the middle, and this kind of pole with the kind of long orange knob, that should be an American one. We have a mile marker here, interestingly. No front plate. I think this feels like Michigan to me, because it kind of felt like Canada off the bat. If we have no front plates and it looks like this, then I would assume Michigan. And I think they might do the rumble strips like that in Michigan, I forget. But yeah, everything feels completely right for Michigan, so I'm gonna go like this. And it was actually nearby. Everyone goes the same, or a lot of the top people do. But Sagittarius, another OG, man. So many OGs playing in this is crazy. Like, this is like, I don't know, if you think about the pros who are playing right now, this is like my batch of pros when I was starting out, who were way better than me. We haven't even got to look back at my old scores. We'll check out what I got on the North America map. But this one is clearly Mexico. I think we've got a competitive score if we 5K this. We have North Mountains here. This obviously is 2023 coverage, so it would have been Generation 3. We have these, which are more like Western. So do we have red brick architecture? We actually don't see any houses here properly, but I think this might actually be a bit more west. That's a bit of a risky guess, though. I don't know. I don't know what I think of this. Like, it's too urban to be like fully gettable, I feel, or something like that, but without any houses, which normally helps. So my actual guess would be like out here somewhere, but I'm gonna temper it. What color car do we have? Blue car, or even blackish car. I'm just gonna go here. This is my main vibe. And okay, well, let's Jalisco. That's where I really wanted to go. And RC, 5Ks? I mean, it must have had a town name, but that's crazy, man. We get second, which is great, but RC with 23,000 points. I mean, that's honestly like a remarkable score. I wonder if he would do so well again. But yeah, let's see where I got on this seed then. GC in the mix as well, love to see it. I was 30th. With a score of 15,000. So I got the Sask, went Pennsylvania on a very flat Michigan. I missed the city over there. Did I even guess? No, I guessed in the middle of nowhere. Wow. And the Mexico guesses were fairly similar, except for this one. Well, this one was Mexico City, and the other one probably like, yeah, I understand that guess, but yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting one. We did fairly well, but RC literally gets half the distance, 400 kilometers away total. And we are through to the start. I think that's the start of week 3 now. So we are halfway through. Oh, I remember this round. I just remember, even though it was a different round, it was Generation 3, I remember I was so excited that it was Durban, and I got it right, and like, not many people did, so, I think it was Durban North, actually. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, it was. So there we go, we're first. Nice. I remember, because I think I guessed Durban South, and it was Durban North. But anyway, super nice start. These scores are very interesting, because a lot of people got Durban, I remember, but okay, let's see. Next one here, we have Japan. Okay, let's think about where we are. It's a very unique looking palm. Let's see what we got though. We do have poles, and people did not know about poles back in the day. But this type of pole would remind me of like Kyushu, or maybe out this direction here, Chikobu area. And yeah, like we have like a tropical vibe here. We also have some flat roofs. So I do think this is further south in Japan. That is my vibe here. Are we gonna get anything else? Oh, we do have a guy wire. It's just a bit too far away, but look at that. We have another like palmish thing. This really makes me feel good about my guess. I do think it's Kyushu somewhere. It's relatively flat here actually, which is kind of rare for Kyushu. I feel like we could be like around here. That feels like a decent guess. And oh, wow, we're really close there. Easily the closest. It was an island vibe. I thought about those, but yeah, I'm still happy with that. 4.8k. Next one here, we are on a stonking start. This one should be Latvia or Lithuania. The road's kind of red, which reminds me of Lithuania. We also have square poles, so that should be Lithuanian. Oh, is that like the... There are some really interesting like state flags in Lithuania. I wonder if I know the Kaunas flag is meant to be really cool, but I can't remember what it actually looks like, if it has a turtle on it or whatever that is. But yeah, I think Lithuania here. Let's check the copyright. Obviously, this is another one that would be different. Now, actually, some of these houses, I did this in yesterday's video, but some of these houses look a bit Estonian in a way, which is interesting. And we do have a wooden pole there. Wait. Is Red Road Meta leading me astray, guys? I actually got to work that here. I do think this is... I gotta go with my guns here. Wait, that's round. No, that's square. Yeah. I gotta go with my guns here. I thought this looked like Lithuania. I'm gonna go Kaunas in case. And it was. Wow. Is that actually a Kaunas flag, guys? Did I somehow... I saw that in like a TikTok recently. I mean, or, you know, like some short form video recently. I don't have TikTok. Based. Okay, next one here. Ooh, this is a recognizable city, surely. We're in the mountains. It's very foggy. I recognize this, like, city for sure. We have, it's like, this one's the same, obviously. It's Generation 3. Does this city look like this? I feel like it does. Well, let's check out the angle here, actually. This could be a 5K-able. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm actually better at lining it up like this, to be honest. So, that's the middle of the road. It's west and slightly northwest. Ooh. Am I cooking it up, guys? We're like right on the western side of town here as well. It is a fairly big city, but not huge. We're in the mountains. It's not too north looking. We have a lot of pines. They're planted pines, which is weird. So do we have like a forest here? Doesn't say anything. I'm gonna go for it. Like the angle fits, so I just feel good about this. Let's see it. Oh no, it's the next one down. Oh, that's the one. Okay, but they have the same angle. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm still happy with that. Like next city down. and a lot of people messing it up apparently, but we are actually behind Giovanni here, who managed to get the city. Okay, nice. Giovanni, one of the OG goats as well, and we're finally in, oh, this is like a North Brazil car, I think. This is cheeky, man. I think this is a North Brazil, like, rare Google car. If I was looking this direction, I don't know where I'd go. This is a cool location. But I think it's like in the national parks over here, maybe, like this one or something. Yeah, it was. Okay, and that secures the victory for me. Obviously, I remembered one of the repeats, but we get 24,000 points here. I think we are solidly ahead of Radu here. Actually, I beat him on that seed. Oh, because he missed the car, of course. Where we both went out here in Christmas and Cocos. Both went southern-ish Japan. He actually missed it. He went Russia on the Lithuania, which is understandable. Missed the Durban, and then 5K, the Chile, obviously. But okay, that's a good result. There we go. So I feel like we are in the lead here. We'll have to see, though. Next one here is South America. Let's get straight into things here. So we have, a bit of Ecuador here. Santo Domingo is a bigger place, but that could mean anything. We might just go there, though. Ciudad, yeah, It actually says Ciudad, something starting with an N, so maybe in the area. It kind of looks like it could be that, but no, I would assume it's actually inside the Santo Domingo if we are there. Let's look at the landscape. I think it actually really fits, guys. So we'd be like around here, maybe. We're on like a fairly main road here. It's going east, slightly northeast. I could see it. I could see us being on that road because we are entering the mountains. Santo Domingo, it's a very common like thing in Latin America, right? So I'm just gonna send it here, but we'll see if we're right. Oof, what a guess, man. We're the only one on it. Let's go, man. Okay. Cooking it up a little bit. It was probably easier with that camera, honestly, because maybe that information didn't exist the first time. So yeah, that is obviously something that should be taken into consideration. This is Brazil, quite southern, I think. It almost looks northern, but this house feels very Germanic, which you normally see in the south. So does this one, with the kind of divided, almost like Alps style, but painted weirdly. So I think this is going to be, I mean, we do have an area code here. I was going to guess that we were in Santa Catarina, and so we have a 4-9, which, yeah, so 4s and then 5. So yeah, this should be one of these two states. I think Santa Catarina works nicely here, still, although maybe actually this pole top would be more Parana. Yeah, I think so, but we'll just guess, like, out this direction anyway. I'm gonna go there. Okay, well, it's actually Santa Catarina, the 5K by Radu there. This guy's actually crazy. He's been good for so long. I think that's, like, something about Radu, he's not improved as much as many people because he was already, like, completely cracked. So it's kind of interesting. I expect him to 5K this. I think it's Cordoba. Actually, no, this is like a San Luis pavement, right? It's kind of reddish, but with a lot of white speckles. I think this is San Luis. San Luis is this one. We're going slightly northwest. Be on this road, maybe? If I got that vibe, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can actually find an off-road here to our west that looks similar. Firstly, is the angle actually right? So that's how it looks there. It is narrowly wrong, I would say. So we need something more like this. Don't know if there's going to be any off-roads there, but oh, it could be that one. And then we have a building here. No. That's unfortunate, but still like the idea. What about anything else? Anything else fitting with the road angle? Could just be a white road. We don't see any hills, do we? No. I'm just going to send it. Let's see. Okay, wow. Completely lied about the pavement. That was up there. That was my first vibe was like STE. Well, and Cordoba, of course, but yeah, I wasn't going to go there. So we're falling behind on this one, 1.6K there. And now we have another, we have actually something in Colombia here, crosses on the back of the sign. What do we like here? This is the gray car, which is more found south, but it can just be anywhere up to Medellin as well. I'm probably just going to hedge this middle. I think this kind of looks like anything like around here. And it was just near Bogota. Okay, that's fine. Hard one. And the last one here is Brazil. We're going to fall a bit behind on this one, but we have an area code 66. Typical map always has an area code. So 66 then. So 6s are out here, but it can be like anything up to like the border here, I think. So it's like a really wide range that can be 6. 6 then. Okay. I would imagine that some of these places are place names, but these feel like the mountains that you sometimes get in like Mato Grosso, I want to say. What color car? It's blue car, so that would fit for Mato Grosso. It also feels, I mean, this probably is new coverage as well. Yeah, 2024 even. But this feels rather Mato Grosso, I would say. I think I'm happy with that. Bigger mountains though, around here maybe. I actually don't know where the biggest mountains are. We have like a ridge like here. I don't know. This is like, it could be that. Like I think there's a lot around the capital as well, Suiaba. So yeah, we could just be around here then. It feels a bit more wild than that though. 6, I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. And ooh, it was nearby. Nice. Okay, that was a good guess. Well, not too nearby, I guess. 18,000 points there. Really, the Argentina let us down, but everything else was just fine. And round one, kind of heroics were not enough to save us there. Let's see what I originally got on the seed. I imagine it's pretty woeful. Oh, it's woeful. Wow, it is bad. It's bad. Whoa, oof, guys, where did I end up on this one? All the way down the bottom at 94th place, 7,000 points. The Brazil wasn't too bad. Argentina, I went Uruguay on, but same points, basically. I went Mexico on the South America map for the Brazil, which was a freebie Brazil. I guess I did well on the Ecuador and missed the Colombia by going Bolivia. No, what did I go on there? Bolivia, really? That's a crazy guess, man. That looks nothing like Bolivia. Okay, maybe it was harder on Gen 3. But anyway, let's head through to the final week we have. So I imagine my total must be going pretty nicely by now. But Radu has beat me on a few seats, so we still have to clutch up here. This one is WinBet. And that is not Cyrillic. Oh, what is it? It's like upside down. Weird. I think this is Slovenia, maybe? Or Austria. Language is... Oh, this is actually Cyrillic. What? What? Are we in Bulgaria right now? I think so. Because I think that might be Cyrillic there. Yeah, it really looks like it. So what copyright would this be? 2023, okay. And we have a blue strip, okay, that makes sense. Anything on it? Nothing. Wow, this looks way more like Slovenia or something, right? Wait. Come on, AI generative world, stop being so hard. What does this say? Beche? What is this word meant to be, bro? It's upside down, right? That doesn't make sense either. What is going on? Okay, at least we have time here. I'm actually gonna work it out. It's very rocky. It looks like Romania. So maybe that would mean it is just Bulgaria. It's not Romania though. I just have to come back to this, bro. This to me does not look like anything but the Cyrillic script. So it basically has to be Alpine Bulgaria then. We're like inside the mountains here, something like this. Like that. Or maybe even, no, I like that. Let's go like this. Oh my goodness, what a hard round. One person 5Ks in the national park. Yeah, what a crazy round there. That was really giving me pause for thought. If it wasn't for the writing, pretty sure I sent that incorrectly. Okay, this one, white Google car. Californian pole with the 3 yellow stripes. I imagine I did not know that at the time. And we have only hills south with a big ridge that kind of goes southwest. So if I'm imagining that on the map, yeah, it goes southwest. So that is really interesting. I could imagine us being out here or something like that. Are we on a grid? We are going perfectly north-south. And yeah, we don't see anything north. So I think I like where I have it clicked right now. Anywhere around this direction, we can kind of see that kind of distinct ridge. Yeah, so I think I'll just go for that. But it's somewhere along here. It can be easy to drop points. But I will go for this. And it was nearby. Very nice. Radu ahead of us, though. He's the only one we really want to beat at this point. At this point, it's clear we're going to be at least second, but hopefully first. I'm just going to go here. And it was there. Next one here. Ooh, we haven't had any Australia yet, have we? That would be nice, but this is South Africa. I thought this is Cape Town. Could be wrong about that, but yeah. Very like palmish stuff here. Ooh, that's a crazy mountain there, northwest. That should be Cape Town. Didn't think that until this. I seem to remember, we have to check. No. I remember the round. It looks so different in Generation 3. I'll show you. I remember it, guys. And I went freaking Santiago on this round. Craziness. I remember these factories. That kind of messes up your brain a bit, Geoguessr, because it's like, how would I remember that? And then I like lose real life memories instead. But okay, I'll go Cape Town here, and it was there. I remember. Okay, I'll open this one. Let me show you guys. This was like, it was like overcast. I'm pretty sure it was like evening or overcast or something. This one gave me PTSD, bro. Like, I was going well in the league. Yeah, it was this. Okay, it wasn't overcast. It was kind of hazy. On this view, Santiago, it does make some sense. It's not a terrible guess. Like, yes, the plate's a bit blue, and that's what made me really hate myself after I guessed it. We have the white Google car. Like, it is somewhat understandable, right? I don't know. I remember that one so well. So well. Okay, and the last one here, Turkey. And we're on a stonking score, by the way. Is this Lake Van? I don't think so. We have very red mountains here. Do we get any clues? Not really. We're on some, well, that gave me a fright, the camera turning on. It's some kind of lake here. We got fishing traps. It's kind of the lake runs like southwest, northeast. I don't know. It's somewhere out here. Maybe like this. This could work. I do think it's kind of eastern. I don't think it's Lake Van. It's too small. I'm just going to go for that. Okay, well, it's not too far away. People get it. Wow. Not really sure, though. This guy's definitely cheating, but that other guy seems to have got it legit, which is pretty impressive. And there we go. We end up with a 23,700, which is just behind Radu here, but all in all, you had to plump better on the California to get a better score. So there we go. JHK in the mix back in the day here, which is pretty cool as well. Actually, no, he may have just played this recently. I'm not sure, but definitely cool to see. And there we go. So that was a fun little one. Are we on the final one here? We are indeed. So there we go. Let's see how we can play on Asia. So I feel like everything's still in the mix, in the balance here. If we fail this, we could still lose to Radu, but I think if we beat him on this seed, then we should be above him. Which, I mean, just goes to show, if I'm still stressing about that 3 years ago, before anyone knew all this stuff, anything about, like, Japanese polls and stuff, that's pretty crazy. Okay, we have another one of the stick tops of the pole here, which are really common around Kansai and around Kyushu. This particular sticker, which I talked about in yesterday's video, where there's no border, you can see there's a black border here, but there's no border. That one's particularly common in the same two areas, I think, but also probably more so in Kansai. Yeah, this one's another good example of it. So I'm thinking maybe more so towards Kansai here. This pole top, I forget. But I don't know if I saw those in Kansai, to be honest. It doesn't look like Kyushu. I don't think so. Like, okay, maybe these mountains do. They're kind of very lush in a weird way. So maybe. What about, I mean, I know I should know this kind of transformer. I haven't learned those yet. I will do so soon. But yeah, I guess I will, we have like a bit of like rock wall action here. It is a bit weird. I could hedge here, in all honesty. It's the fact that we're in the spring that makes this look more tropical than it is. And we're actually just up here somewhere. That's my bet. Ooh-wee, what a nice guess. And we have a cheetah, presumably. I mean, maybe that is gettable. It's definitely an impressive guess if not, but we are very close there. I think we're gonna seal the deal here. Let's see though. No cockiness just yet. Ooh, very interesting pole top. I bet that's unique. Fancy roofs here, and we have this car. I would say like the fancy roofs, me and Fungus reckon that's somewhere near the Mekong River. So let's go for this. Let's go for what direction are we going? Southeast here. It's not a terrific angle for us, to be honest. What about here? And we're not right next to the river either. I'm trying to see if I can line anything up, because I do feel like it might be right here. Let's go on this road here. Okay, not too bad. It was relatively close to Mekong. Clicking middle would have been fine, and this person is definitely cheating, so don't worry about them. That is not a gettable round, at least not after getting the first one as well. We have a church here in Indonesia. Churches in Indonesia are rather rare, so you have to pay attention to them. We have a curved, like, balcony here, so that's really common here, and like here. So I'm thinking we're North Sumatra, which is a Christian region, and also has those. We have a lot of fake tiled roofs here. That's kind of common. Could also be West Kalimantan still. Pole top. Do we have a pole top? That's what we want here. I seem to remember this round as well. I don't know if it could actually be West Kalimantan. I don't actually recognize the round itself, but I seem to remember that I went wrong, if I can remember such a thing from 3 years ago. Church. It's a really impressive church as well. I feel like it's more Catholic than Protestant, maybe. Isn't there like a city here called the Catholic Diocese or something? Like there is like yeah, the Catholic Diocese of Ketapang. Could it be? I mean, that would be a crazy one to go for. We could. Feasibly, we could. Do we want to do that? I mean, it would be a bit funny if we were right. If we were wrong, it's not so funny. I don't really think of this as looking like that, but I kind of feel like now that I've zoomed into it, it's a bit of fun, this video. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Let's see. Not too bad. It was West Sumatra. I mean, Kalimantan. That should really be good for us here. At this point, probably most people, yeah, went elsewhere entirely, so I'm happy with that. Next one here, red dirt, Sri Lankan trees, I would say. And yeah, there's no car meta here, but this is like just typical like middle Sri Lanka, I would say, if I can find the island. And indeed I can. And there we go. And the final one here is going to be Jordan near Oman, I would assume, and we're going north, slightly northeast here on the big highway. Indeed, it might be on the way to Jerash. No, I would say we're just somewhere around Oman. And okay, it was a bit further south there. Probably could have worked that out more nicely. But yeah, we get top of that seed by a mile. Actually, Cookie. No, it's a different Cookie. But yeah, we had some fairly good scores here from people going back to play. I would say this is JHK playing retroactively because he's the one who found this seed. Maybe I'm misremembering that he did play. Yeah, I mean, did anyone get this right? Apart from the cheetah, I would say that I might be alone there. Or Geoguru. Leave a comment if you remember Geoguru. Like, he was a YouTuber back when I started. We had, like, the same size of channel. A couple of people got it. But there we go. That is about it for the video. So, right now, we will head back over to this document. And my cousin, who's editing the video, will tell us what we got in a total of the 4 weeks. So, just excluding, I guess it was not week 4, but instead Africa. It's actually week 5 that we're missing. Interesting. So, yeah, actually, JHK mislabeled these. It was actually week 5 we're missing. So, the totals of our scores here, I mean, I think with quick maths, we have But it'll be interesting to see out of this total here how many points we got. I think we actually got close maybe to 200,000 points even without the final 2 seeds, but obviously they propelled Radu to a 200,000 because that was Africa. There's a lot of free points there. So if you exclude all this, then I think it'll be quite interesting to see how I've done. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed watching me play against all these OG players. Very fun stuff indeed. Do leave a comment if you are playing in this league. Big shout outs to everyone who's made it this far in the video. Definitely a nostalgic one for me, a video I've wanted to make for a long time. 3 years down the path, you can see how much the level has increased, and I'm not even the best, you know. People, like, I'm sure if you gave the seed to some people, or for example to Radu today, he would do much better. But this is a crazy performance for 2021. Probably was the best player in the world, or top 5 at this point, and you know what? He still may be. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.